Hi Gemini, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is Tarot with Netta. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If the video resonates with you, leave a like, comment. If it doesn't, just check out your other placements. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in the sign of Gemini, and cross watchers are welcome. Let's start to see what's in your challenge position. What's in the challenge position for Gemini at this time? Let's see. 3 cards for Gemini. What's in the challenge position? Oh, my dear Gemini, you've got the Devil, the 5 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. So this is the second time that the Devil has come up in your reading. As the first major arcana in a row. So you could be struggling to release some toxic patterns, some type of thinking that you might be stuck in, maybe an addiction or some type of like relationship, something that's not good for you. It's really taking a while to kind of move through that phase. And then you've got the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So there could be a focus on loss, and then there might be a desire to connect with others with the 3 of Cups here, socialize, connect with like-minded people. But because of this focus on loss and what you could be attached to, it might be something that you're not even conscious of, or you are conscious of it, but it could be like something that has been ingrained in your psyche since childhood. It could be, yeah, a belief system, something in your subconscious that is like controlling how you interact with others, or a belief system about yourself. And it's really having you down. It's having you feeling down and not looking at the 2 of Cups, the things that are still around you that are able to provide you the support and nourishment that you need. If we look more closely, the hooded figure is looking at 3 cups that have fallen. And then with the 3 of Cups here, you could have lost some type of connection to a group. So yeah, that's in your challenge position. You could be like really just stuck in this phase of loss and longing, and it's really difficult for you to get out of it because it could be a challenge with your belief system that you need to belong to that group, or need to belong to that social dynamic or connection. It could be something connected to family, a friendship, like a group of friends that you've known for a long time, that you're learning how to be more independent and on your own. So what's coming towards you, Gemini? You have the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, this is a nice energy for you to be in, but it's independent and masculine. So you could be focusing on money. With the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Swords, there could be some arguments connected to inheritance, wealth, other people's money. You could be dealing with a masculine figure and their finances, maybe a business partner. You could be coming into some wealth. Gemini, I feel like you're, yeah, you've got some unresolved things in your storyline, because it seems that it's the same as the last reading, essentially. You could be struggling to communicate with others in your family in regards to what your financial decisions should be, in the direction that they should go, maybe where you should invest your money and time. Yeah, you could be looking at others for support, people in your ancestral line, like grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, people that you have connections to from the past. But again, this devil here as the major arcana opening your reading, it's I think it's time to really begin to release and surrender, and it's something that you've been struggling with. You're really struggling with releasing something, and just because you release it doesn't mean that it will be gone forever. It could be that it changes shape, it changes the way that you're going to interact with this, something that you view as a support system. The dynamic will change. It might not necessarily go away completely. I think that could be the fear. The devil also represents our fears. Okay, let's get 3 more for your advice, my dear Gemini. What's in the advice, Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What's your advice for this time that you have come up across this reading? King of Cups, Judgment, and Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so the second major arcana that's come up in your reading is the Judgment. So you could be experiencing some type of awakening, some truth coming to light. You could be having a moment of rebirth. With the Page of Pentacles, this is nice in regards to new financial opportunities, business opportunities coming in for you, where you might not have to rely on this King of Pentacles so much. You could be starting something on your own. The King of Cups here, yeah, for your advice, really start to pay attention to your emotions and your feelings. You might have an epiphany, a release, once you start paying attention to what's going on within yourself. And then, you know, once you start being more authentic with what's going on inside, new financial opportunities could be coming to you. Yeah, and also focusing on, there is a focus on children as well, because we have the Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, you could be looking at your legacy, what you leave behind for others. There could be a concern, you know, again with the devil here, this is like heavy energy. You know, you're kind of stuck in this state of like not being able to solve the issue. I think once you have this like moment of, yeah, like surrendering again, that's coming up a lot for you in your readings, surrendering to your emotions. With the King here, we've got like somebody who is able to have good boundaries but still tap into their emotional side. So maybe that's your fear. Once you start tuning in, crying, you know, releasing all of that stagnant stuff, all of that stuff that's kind of been building up over the years. There could be a fear of loss of control, but I feel like it's going to be very liberating for you. It's going to set you free. You know, I can only repeat so many times. And yeah, let's get 2 more cards just to close off your reading, my dear Gemini. Yeah, it's talking about like releasing things that no longer serve you. And you know what that is. You know, sometimes it's, even if you don't know, sometimes it's very easy to see. Okay, 2 of Cups and Ace of Cups. I do see a fulfilling connection coming into play at one point during this time. It could be something that allows you to have that emotional release. The Two of Cups is more of a love card than the Lover's card for me. It's an equal exchange of feminine and masculine emotions. And then because of that, you're able to have that emotional release. Anything dealing with water right now will be very healing for you. I believe, yeah, that's just a common theme for you right now, my dear Gemini. Check out your other placements. You could have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your big three or in your North Node. Something that's calling you to really connect with that flow of water, your sacral chakra, any type of like feminine movements like belly dancing, Pilates, like working with that pelvic floor. So we do store a lot of emotions, repressed emotions in our hips, our lower back area. You might be experiencing like tightness in the hips too from any repressed feelings, any grief that you might be holding on to, feeling of stagnation. You want to start moving that. I feel like you might also be waiting for a lover to solve it for you or to help you release it. There are many ways that you can do this on your own. Again, like pelvic exercises, squeezing through the pelvic floor, releasing, doing those types of like breath exercises. Again, Pilates, belly dancing, twerking. Yeah, getting just like really deep into that sacral chakra area, beginning to, if you're not able to do it on like a conscious heart space place, start to go below the gut. So you want to start activating the physical release of that fear, which again would be the hips, the sacral chakra, even the root chakra, connecting to earth, getting that support, those boundaries set up. So then once you do start experiencing those emotions, that release, you feel supported. You don't necessarily need like a lover or a twin flame or soul connection to help you get into that space. You're probably, you know, struggling with like connecting within yourself, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, connecting with that divine feminine energy, and that will help you to, you know, tap into that abundance, that feeling of financial support and stability. But you need to feel stable within yourself in order to allow other people to begin to trust you and put their faith in you, and essentially their investments in you, whether it's time, money, connection, etc. Okay, my dear Gemini, I hope the reading helps. Leave a like, comment, again, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.